YouTube, how you doing today? Today we're taking a look at a couple different Bear Creek Arsenal complete uppers. These are very nice units. Let me come in closer. First one we have here is a heavy fluted HBAR. And this is their side cocking mechanism setup. This does have a rotating lock breech. And this has a shorter handguard. I believe this is a 10.5-inch handguard, 16-inch barrel. Really nice heavy-duty 8-bolt handguard. And this is a 416R match grade stainless steel straight fluted heavy barrel. And the second one we have here is the conventional rear charger. These are both 223 Wylde, which means you could fire 5.56, 223. It's a match optimized barrel. Now this one has the same heavy fluted barrel. I don't know if you can see in there, but with a longer 15-inch handguard and its rear charger. Now this handguard was actually on the rear charger, but I like it better on the, this handguard was actually originally on the side charger. I like it better on the rear charger, so I swapped them. All these Bear Creek Arsenal handguards, they use the same barrel nut on all their uppers, so the handguards are very easy to swap back and forth. But this is a very high quality. You can see 8 bolt holes. So you're going to get real nice, stiff, rigid lockup. You can see how thick that is. That is a nice, thick, beefy handguard. 6061 aluminum. It's a mil-spec upper with a square forging mark, which is a brass and aluminum machine, I believe. They make uppers for BCA, Colt, Rock River Arms, a bunch of different top-end companies. So these are really good uppers. And if you look at this one, this is a billet upper. This is billet machined from a solid block of aluminum, and I believe these are made in-house by Bear Creek Arsenal. But very, very high quality. Now these are both direct gas impingement uppers. Now if you look at our bolt carrier group, this is a Melanite mil-spec M16 bolt carrier. And you can see it's properly and well staked. So a few other YouTube reviews, a couple big ones, most notably Reno May had issues with Bear Creek ARs. Well, come to find out, you watch his video, you know, he had things coming loose. Well, there's the rub, and this is what I recommend, okay? You get any budget upper, Anderson, PSA, Bear Creek Arsenal, any of them. What I highly recommend is that you break it down, check the barrel nut torque, make sure your gas block is rock setted. I recommend rock set on the gas block instead of red Loctite. A, it's easier to break free, and B, it's immune to heat, okay? And I put purple Loctite on the handguard screws. You could also use blue. I change my handguards around a lot, so I always use purple. Purple will keep it from going anywhere, but much easier to get loose, okay? But anytime you get any budget upper, I highly recommend put it on your vice block, disassemble it, inspect everything, torque everything down as it's supposed to the spec. Line everything up, make sure your gas block's properly aligned, make sure everything's rock setted, make sure you got your Loctite on your bolts, and you will have absolutely no problems, because this is, I believe, the 8th Bear Creek Arsenal upper that I'm reviewing, 7th and 8th, and these are extremely high quality components, all right? I have not had any issues. I've never had a single malfunction with any of them, so they're really good high quality components. I just highly recommend that you do your own quality control, okay? Okay, and on top here we have a Votatu P3X 3X Prism sight. This is a illuminated reticle, automatic on off. We're going to use this for zeroing, and for our shooting demonstration here, this should work well. Down at the end of my lake, which I'll show you in a second, I have a 100-meter target, 100-yard target with a 12x20 mini IDPA silhouette target we'll be using for shooting today. And this 3X Prism should work very well for that. I'll be having a review on this, including much of today's shooting footage, as a matter of fact, coming soon. So really nice little Prism, very inexpensive. You know, it's certainly, you know, it's not a $300 primary arms, but it's like $100. So for $100, I would say that it's worth it. You're getting what you're paying for. It is a serviceable, usable unit, but no one's ever going to mistake it for Gucci. But it has good specs. I like the auto on-off feature for the light, so it's got that going for it. Okay, and if you look down range, there is my 12x20 target. Let me zoom in on that guy. You see it right there in the middle of the screen. Zoom back out. Okay, and we're just going to take some shots to verify our zero first. Okay, folks, now that we got her all zeroed in, we're going to do some shots down here in the water. And on my 100-yard target, I'm using Ammo Inc. This uses a 55 grain jacketed hollow point boat tail Barnes bullet, nickel plated brass. I get this from AR-15 discounts. This stuff is fantastic and very inexpensive. About the same price as regular M193. Okay, so now we got our 5.56 bolt back in there. We're going to lock and load and engage some targets. And we have a very windy day out here a little bit, so we're going to get a little variation from shot to shot because of the wind. You can see that. I don't know if you can see the trees and all moving. But we're going to shift down to our 100-yard target and engage that. Put a few rounds on that. Now that's a steel target. When it hits, you'll hear like a clank, 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 like a ticking sound almost. And again, we're using our Votatu P3X Prism sight. Certainly no problem scoring hits right there. Very, very accurate. Okay, let's do a little bit of close range shooting. Okay, folks, we're at 1X. We're back here at 20 yards again. We got our 8-inch clanger, mini bowling pin, and our 8x12 A-zone target. We're going to just put a few hits on that left to right, just to show how quickly and easily we could score hits with this 16-inch Bear Creek Arsenal fluted upper and this Votatu P3X red dot sight. Okay. No problem. As you can see, very quick, even at 3x magnification. Okay, folks, as you were able to see, that was no problem at all scoring hits. No problem. And this is not even match grade ammo. This is just 55 grain. It's an accurate round, but it's by no means a match round. But this is pretty much a match grade upper. And we're doing that with a $100 Votatu F3X sight. And, you know, for what it's worth, if you're on a limited budget and you don't got a lot of money, I can say that this sight, this works. It's got a nice sight picture. I like the reticle. Works really well. So definitely worth checking out. As far as this upper, shot great. I fired several more rounds off camera, zeroing and verifying the zero. And no hiccups, no problems. I cleaned it out of the box. I spec'd everything as I had told you guys. And yeah, no problems at all with this. This has really worked well. It's got a nice balance to it. I mean, it's heavy. Anything with a 15-inch aluminum handguard is going to be heavy, but it's not excessive, and it's got a pretty decent balance to it. It's a nice firearm. All mil spec parts. I really like it. You know, I mean, for the money that they're charging for these things, which at time of print is right around 200 bucks, maybe a little more. I don't know how you could possibly go wrong with this. Just do your own quality control. Make sure you torque everything down to your specs and all, and you won't have any problems. Now, for the record, when I pulled this apart, the barrel nut was at spec, so, you know, but there's no Loctite on any of the bolts on this, so I highly recommend you pull it apart, Loctite everything, you'll be good to go, all right? But really cool, nice setup, very pointable. As you saw on the multiple targets, nice and easy to transition back and forth, you know. This would be a great hunting gun, deer hunting rifle out to about 200 yards with 223. I mean, I don't know how much farther you'd want to go. The limitation would be the caliber, not the gun. I think if I put this on a bench based on what I just saw at 100 yards, hitting man-sized targets at 500 yards should be no problem with this. This is a very, very nice setup and super inexpensive. So hats off to Bear Creek Arsenal. They pulled this off well. And this Votatu P3X, I have no complaints with this either. This is a nice little red dot. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. You all have a great day. As always, freedom by me.